the dragon like that. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'll be alright.
Yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, super ease, let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dallas.
Under. 46. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go.
Now Prescott. Try to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
47. Hey, kill. 26.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Let's go 47.
Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
180, 180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man in stride, complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Eagles had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but might need to be 5-5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4-for-4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop the throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Switch it, hey. Under.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did,
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Oh, they're changing this at the line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
180. Go Silver, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down.
Prescott now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Tiger Hornet. Right anyway, huh?
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Okurobuno. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Great.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 4. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Xavier Worthy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott now from the 50. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And they're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Shoves him aside. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Hines-Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It's Sidney Brown with it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On touch that. Trimmer. 73.
From the 29, Hurts. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Oh, wide open, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And it's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout call by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. And some strong running. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got it at the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First down team at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
34.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down team at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott. Will swing this out to Blue. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Lamb in motion left. To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, you're getting a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the Cowboys 49.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Okurebunan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
2nd and goal.
Hey, easy, 63.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They go with Blue between the tackles. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue taking it in. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Kill! Kill. What do you think?
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Trimmer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
60. Cowboys 40.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't he?
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
Score Eagles 66, Cowboys 48. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it with Blue. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
The score Eagles 72, Cowboys 54.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over